Hey, Ebbie. Why you laughing? Why are you laughing?
Just been on the phone for 30 minutes.
Everybody didn't need to know we literally just got off the phone. The people didn't need to know that. The people didn't need to know that we literally. I said, Ebbie, I'm on my way backstage. She said, I'm already backstage. The people didn't need to know that, Ebbie.
Sorry.
Now,
hey, girl, it's been so long since I talked to you. How are
hey,
you?
girl. Hey, how was your day?
It was a day.
Cup Star said, I want what y'all sipping. That's the thing. I ain't even sipped on nothing yet.
I need some water.
Hey, Sofa Boo. Hey, everybody coming in. Cash Apps and BS. I know that's right. I'm with it. All with the Cash Apps and the BS. Somebody send me a Cash App so I can be on some BS. How about that?
Listen, why did one of the boys auditioned to be Mr. Reviews sent me a little
wait a minute, not auditioning to be Mr. Reviews.
I was like, oh, isn't that nice? He sent me a little money. I said, oh, thank you. It's like, go buy some dinner. I know you stressed out, so you don't cook. Buy you something.
Oh,
but I was already.
I'm gonna need you to not be calling me out. What up, Don Boo? I'm gonna need you to not.
I was in your chat and we was talking about them raggedy minutes of gods before this one called me, and then I had to.
Oh, Don was over there dogging the people out.
Listen, we was just talking about how they did a Preachers of LA reunion 10 years after the show ended.
And I never even watched the show. I don't know these people. I don't know them people.
You don't need to know. They're the same men they were 10 years ago. Nothing has changed. They still arguing about the same things, still being judgmental jackasses, and be all in people business. It's not even your business. Okay, so Reverend Gibson, who is the gangster pastor, he the gangster, he the one with the he's the one with this on his back. Yes, they did a reunion on a show that ended 10 years ago. Because now, because they're doing a wedding, they're gonna release the wedding special of Bishop Jones and Loretta. And you know they was together for 14 years before he.
I'm about to say, ain't that the lady that got slapped in front of the church?
Yes, that she was attacked by somebody with mental health issues.
Yeah.
Been stalking them, and she ran up on that lady, and they had to change up that woman's security after that happened. And Bishop Jones now carries her as well.
Right.
You're not going to roll like up on his wife. And now it took him that long to get to the wife.
Listen,
not just going to snatch his wife away from him.
All right. Well, let's get to the
that's
chase.
The one thing that I learned. I didn't learn nothing new, but that's the one thing I learned, Chef Dada. I was unaware that Lemuel Plummer is the person behind Preachers of LA. Him and Dr. Holly Carter, but it was Lemuel Plummer from Zeus.
The original Preachers of LA, or this new one that they trying to reboot?
The original.
What? Now I did not know. Wow, look at that. Okay. Well, first of all, I have the title wrong, so I have to change it because I have episode 5, I think, and it is episode 4. So first of all, I have to change that. Oh no, I have episode
4. It says episode 4.
I caught myself. Now we need to let's get into this episode because I'm gonna be honest with you guys. That's how me and Ebbie started this conversation, but we never really quite got there, which is a good thing because then y'all are gonna get the organic conversation here. Yeah, I knew his dad was a big time preacher. I just didn't know he did that preacher. Did you know that? Oh, okay, yeah, you just said that. So, Don, before I forget, I was in your chat this morning, and you definitely look like you got a little something going on. Congratulations, boo! You can send me the flyer so I can advertise for you. There's a meet and greet brunch or something in Atlanta, and you're gonna be cooking for it. I caught that this morning, so email me the flyer, and I'll post it and stuff like that. Help you guys get some of them tickets sold down to the ATL if y'all want to taste some of Don Don's culinary delights. Oh, Ebbie, I like them glasses. Those cute.
Thank you.
I
I couldn't find the other one, so I got 17 pair now. So I just picked up.
I need to order me some. I said I'm gonna go and order me some frames. But anyway, I need to get an eye exam. Anyway, let's get to this show, child. It'll be 7 minutes in. So listen, last night was the Chasing Dallas season 5, episode 4 situation. Now, I never did do my review from last week because y'all know I was traveling and I just never got back around to it. But the one thing I want to say from last week's episode was, CJ, I ain't know you was bodying like that. Like, I ain't know you had the flat stomach and with the makeup on and stuff. You was giving face and you was looking real cute as Sexy Red. You was looking really cute. Okay, I didn't know you had all of that going on, CJ.
Who is CJ? You mean JC?
You know who I'm talking.
I was so confused.
If you know I was talking about the boy, you know who I was talking about.
It wasn't until you got to Sexy Red that I was like, well, who is she talking about?
You know who I was talking about.
Too Sexy Red. It took me a minute, and I knew you weren't talking about Astro.
You know what, Don talking about something. I was like, I ain't met CJ yet.
Shenanigans.
Anyway. Woo! And can I also need to give CJ JC, I also need to give you the VIP award for this season for being ready, because you were ready with the promos. Okay, you got the candles, you had a whole commercial. I'm gonna have to order me one of them candles because you made me want to go buy one. Okay, I'm gonna have to give me one of them candles, and then you had
that's my praise, because you're not the first chasing reality personality to have candles, but you just the first one we actually want to purchase the candles.
Oh,
sure. Because we didn't want Eric James.
I actually have an Eric James candle. I was gifted it from Woodley.
We're gonna talk to Woodley about how he feels his love. If it's the thought that count, what were you thinking?
Yeah. With that being said, I think that I have to give JC the award for that. Baby, you came ready. You are absolutely using this platform for what it is here for. Whether we end up liking him or not when this season is over, I don't know how I'm gonna feel when this season is over. But I see you, sir. You are ready. Okay, you are advertising your space in every episode. You got your candles ready with the link in the website. They are ready to go. And you giving us the mic drop where you reaching out to other independent artists and giving them an opportunity to be highlighted in the Dallas area. I'm definitely, listen, I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel about him, but I feel like I'm liking him.
Me too. And if I was in the Dallas area, I would take advantage of that $250 mic drop event space situation.
If you are an artist in the Dallas area and you did not immediately pause the video, click the link, or type in that website and apply or go through whatever the process was to go through, you are stupid and you ain't serious about your craft. And I said it. And I meant it. Am I wrong?
Loretta said you dumb for not having already got the $250 mic drop deal, because and it ends on April 30th. You got 11 days.
It is free. $3.99 is gonna always be better than anything else you giving me. I'm sorry. Anyway, so and I actually think I'm gonna reach out to JC and see if he'll do an interview with us, because I would love to talk to him. I can see Carrie Braxton, not Carrie Braxton. Don't do. You know that's my boo. Don't you do Carrie? That's my boo. But that was funny.
Carrie Braxton got me. We wouldn't have Kesey. Please don't do that.
Okay. Who Carrie Braxton? Okay, moving forward. So listen, we are 12 minutes in, and we have not talked about this show. So the first scene in, we got Kesey and Seven down to the video shoot. Now, can I say something?
Say something, boo.
I remember when that video dropped, and I was so impressed with that video. I thought it was different. It was really giving me a professional production. You had your dancers that actually looked like they could dance. I'm not gonna say nothing, no names to nobody else. I'm just saying that's not a dig on nobody else. I'm just saying the dancers could actually dance. The song was cute and catchy. Listen, it was more than him just standing around rapping. It was really a professional quality to it. And I thought it was a cute concept with him being in school and the Letterman jacket and the button-up polo and then the cheerleaders. It was really cute. It was really, really cute. But what we found out was that Seven is a perfectionist and Seven don't play no games. He don't waste no time and he don't miss no words. And he was telling Kesey, listen, this was great for your first time, but here's what I need you to do next time, okay? I need you to be ready. I need you to have your clothes ironed. I need you to be on time. I need you to be able to tell the people that are working for you that you are paying what you need, how you need, and when you need it. Okay, I get it. You a nice guy, but sometimes nice guys finish last, and we're trying to finish first. Okay, I love you, boo. I was here for that whole conversation.
Same, absolute same.
I was like, yes, Seven, and I appreciate that Kesey was receptive. He was like, he right. He right.
Didn't his back up and
yes.
They gave me a very yin yang, like opposites attract situation going on. Like what he lacks, Seven has. What Seven lacks, he has, and they seem very symbiotic, and it seems like a very cohesive relationship. I like it.
I do too. And I thought it was, and you can tell that they really do know each other. Because like later on in the episode, when we'll get there, but when he was like, Kesey over there on the phone, Kesey don't even be on the phone. Who he talking to? I said, yes.
Listen,
you better know your man.
This is a study and I know my man and what's going to happen. Because when he put Kesey to the back,
that was a lie.
Because that's what my spouse will have to do with me. You got to put me to the back.
He said, "You go over there."
I'm not going to argue a whole bunch with you. It's going to be a couple of words, and then it's going to be knuck if you buck time. So,
well, that's what he said. He said, Kesey, right? He said, Kesey don't do no whole lot of talking. Y'all saw last season. I said, you better let the people know,
please.
But that's when you know your people. That is when you know your people. Okay. So that was a cute scene. Anything you want to add to that?
No, it's very cute. We like it. We like Seven. I like Seven with Kesey.
Okay.
Then we got to Astro, his mama and grandmama.
We got Astro, his mama, and his grandmama. So I
love his grandma.
Grandma was like, how did I get here? Grandma said, y'all told me we was going to go get some tacos. Y'all didn't say nothing about all this shit. That's what Grandma's face was saying to me.
Grandma said, I know you keep saying you thick. However, the visual is not giving what the words are saying. Please go eat something.
So here's my issue.
Nobody brings you down like your grandma.
Oh, yeah, grandma gonna get you. I told you my grandma used to tell me all the time, you used to have such a cute figure. What? Thank you, grandma.
Listen, I will never forget. I had my hair in an afro, a big old afro. And I had just gotten my hair done. I just knew I was cute with my afro. And my grandmother said, oh, when are you going to get your hair done? And I was like, oh, grandma, I just got it done. And she was like, no, really, when are you?
Listen, won't nobody get you together, I'm telling you. So here's what I'm gonna say about Astro. This whole episode, Astro gets on my nerves. I'm gonna just go ahead and tell y'all now that I'm gonna be fussing at Astro probably this whole episode because he irritated me this whole episode. So here's what bothered me in this first scene. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like Astro is seeking for a storyline. I feel like Astro is all over the place trying to find what's going to land. You have this scene with your mom and your grandmother, And hey, what's up, Joe Jet? Mwah! No, he said since y'all corrected CJ's name, I need to be called Jet now. Not damn
No
Jet.
damn Jones yet. First of all, your name will forever be
Jet said, "Can
Jones
I
Jet. I
please
don't
get my
understand.
name?"
I called you by your right name in my review. However, every time I see you, I'm gonna call you Jones Jet because I love you, and you're just gonna take it. I don't know what to tell you. It's my love
Jet,
language.
and Jet, you might want to stick around if you can, because I got your back this whole episode, boo. I got your back.
Exactly.
So I feel like in this scene with Astro, his mom and his grandmama, I really feel like he is searching for a moment because you are all over the place. First, you're talking about that, yes, I'm young, but I've been through a lot, but I needed my mama, but my mama's never been there. But I want to do it on my own, but I can't do it on my own. And also I want to go out here and I want to do charity work for domestic abuse. Here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But baby, the way you was talking, I feel like you need to start at home. I feel like you need to get yourself in a good place. I feel like you need to get yourself together before you start going out here. Okay, I understand you can't stay long, but yeah, I just want to let you know that even though you were still messy, but we love you. We love you for your messy. But I was here, Jet. They listen. I got your back, boo. But I honestly was that whole scene was giving me you were all over the place and you were saying what you think sounded good. I'm not saying he's not a victim of domestic abuse. I'm not saying none of that, but I feel like you all over the place and I need you to land. I need you to land.
He sounds like he's 23.
Yeah, he does. You're right.
Because when you go like that, you do be all over the place. But my thing is that I feel like he needs to go sit down on somebody's sofa. And let me tell you why I feel this way. Because I learned when I went to sit on somebody's sofa, I learned that when you suffer an emotional or physical trauma, you become emotionally and you stop aging emotionally at the age the trauma happened to you.
Yes, that's true.
And
That's
until
true.
you can go back and heal from that point so that you can continue to mature and grow emotionally, you'll be stuck right there. Because for a long time, I was stuck at the age of 15.
Well, you know, Oprah used to tell people your inner child. You got to heal that inner child.
Exactly. So I listen. It took a long. Oh, not Astro full of shit.
You know that's Tracy. Tracy don't cut no corners. You know Tracy don't cut no corners.
She don't get nobody no grace. Oh, now done turned into mine. Father God, listen. But I sincerely think that if he had all of this emotional trauma and stuff reaching far back into his childhood and things with his mom, he needs to go sit on somebody's sofa because you'll react to stuff differently. You won't be as quick to that ball of rage won't be so quick to bubble up in you. It'll turn a lot of things around in your favor. And trust me, I know what I'm talking about. I'm speaking from experience.
And like I said, I just feel like I feel like on this show he's searching for a storyline, but I also feel like he's probably searching in real life too. You know, I like Astro, I do, but I don't like what I've seen these last couple of episodes with Astro. I have it. But we're gonna get there. And again,
it's a tinge of insecurity in regards to possibly a man. And you know, we've seen the coming up in this season where Kesey was like, well, they need to explain why the chef in Astro is fucking. And I think that is happening in the background. Nobody knows it yet. It's happening in the background. And seeing Jeff taking interest in the chef and being flirty with the chef when they got something in secret in the background I'm not saying that's what's fueling all of the ire towards Jeff. Hold, please, I gotta be a mama. Hold on.
Oh, okay, because I was like, I thought she was laughing at me. I thought she was laughing at me because I don't have nothing to add. I don't have nothing. I got nothing with it. I got nothing. Listen, listen? We're gonna get to Mr. Marquise. I don't know if you up in the clouds today, but we're gonna get to Marquise. Okay. Is this a new channel? Yes, Markel. Listen. We had a conversation. You know what, Markel? You know what irritates me that Markel be doing? Me and Markel be having full conversations about shit. We be having full conversations. And then Markel will be like, I could have a whole conversation with Markel about I'm going to dye my hair red. He could give me input. He could tell me what he think. I will dye my hair red and he'll say, oh, I didn't know you were thinking about dyeing your hair red. We had a 2-hour conversation about it, Markel. First of all, this is the 3rd time you have been over here. You know my mind be everywhere. And I called you today.
Oh.
Because I had some questions that only you could answer. Okay.
We need to talk to you about the reunion, but we can have that conversation on.
Can we talk about how Marquise annoyed Markel too? Listen, that after show, Markel, you tried. Can I say Markel tried? Markel, you
didn't watch it because I don't be watching the after show.
I usually don't, but I was so confused. I was so confused. And here's the thing, I was even more confused. You called me back, but your phone was disconnected. Now you lying. I just got off the phone with
Markel had a hard day. He accidentally locked himself into the closet.
Listen,
that break out like it was Alcatraz. He was screaming and hollering, and we was all on live when it happened, and nobody could hear him screaming and hollering. And I was like, somebody holler back there and see if he's okay. And then he popped up into the frame after he done busted out of the club.
When I tell you I was at work and that thing, not I almost died in the closet.
I was concerned for you, Markel.
Oh my gosh.
Because Paige and Jamar was just having a whole conversation. Ain't nobody gonna check on him. Ain't nobody gonna
He literally had to break out of his closet when he showed the lock and everything. Baby.
Poor Markel.
Oh my God. Markel, you should have said that live. That thing was funny to me.
If you ain't pop up in that frame after a few minutes, I show, because we will send the people to come check for you.
Yes, we will. We done it before. We'll do it again. We'll find you. Don't think we can't find you.
We'll find you. In fact, start sharing your location with the both of us because we don't play.
We don't trust you anymore. We don't trust you alone. We do not trust you alone.
Because just in case.
Anything else you want to add about Astro and his bad fashions and that conversation with his mama and his granny?
No, except I'm the granny when you need to eat a sandwich because you keep saying you're thick and where is it? Is the thick in the room with us? Because I don't.
He's so little. Oh, he's so little.
I want to feed him. I'm about to fry some fish when we get done with this. Come get a piece.
Okay. And the next scene, I'm gonna say this. If I see anybody anywhere write a comment under any video that scene was boring and we don't want to see that, I'm gonna cuss them out myself. I think that scene that we saw on with those 3 men talking about fatherhood as a gay man and what they've been through and those experiences, I think that has to be one of the best conversations that we have ever seen on any of the chasing platforms. And that's no bullshit. I'm dead serious. As a straight woman who be having questions, but the minute I hear, this gonna sound ignorant, but I'm gonna put myself out here to prove my point. The minute I be hearing these men talk about they got kids, the first thing that pops in my mind is how? Was it natural? Did you adopt? Were you bisexual? Like all of these questions pop in, and you had these 3 different men who had 3 very different experiences on how they became fathers, yet there's a shared experience in that. I remember we were at the reunion last year, and I'm gonna say this. I don't know, Robert, if you're not up in the clouds, I know he'll watch the review at some point. We were at the reunion last year, and Robert was so excited. All he kept talking about was, y'all, I gotta get out of here. I gotta go see my baby girl. I gotta go see my baby girl. I gotta send my baby girl off. It's prom. I gotta go see. He talked about his daughter all day. He was so excited about prom. And when the reunion was over, he left because he was trying to get over there. And we all ended up linking up later on. We ended up linking up later on to eat. And when we saw Robert, we were like, we didn't expect to see you come back. And he was like, yeah. And he didn't tell us what happened. He never told us what happened. And to see last night that he basically sacrificed going to see his daughter go to prom because he didn't want no problems. He didn't want to mess up her day. And he said the same thing happened with graduation. Like, it was y'all, that was the best. Oh my God, Markel, I'm serious. That's no bullshit. Ebbie, I'm gonna stop so you can talk.
I wanted to fight his peoples. Especially the graduation thing. Like, I don't know how graduation is done in Dallas, but the high schools are huge here in Charlotte, and they're held at the stadium. Oh no!
What's wrong?
Look at your phone.
Oh God,
we ain't going. That ain't gonna work. Damn. That ain't gonna work. Well, we'll okay. Right. So,
because in my mind, I'm trying to figure it out, right?
Like, now if we
in my mind, I am trying to figure it out. But okay. Yeah. Damn. All right. Keep going.
So here in Charlotte, it's held in a huge stadium, like the Bojangles Coliseum or at the Spectrum Center, where all the artists be at, Beyonce and all of them be at the big stadium. So I can understand if he sacrificed going to like the graduation party afterwards or before, because that's just the family and maybe you don't want to cause no issues. But I hope that's what he meant and not he couldn't physically go to her graduation, because you could have sat on the other side of the stadium. They didn't even have to know you was there. You know, roll up on your little baby girl, give her a hug and kiss, I'm here, and then go sit in the stadium until they call her name. You scream like a crazy person, and then you hit the door. Like, you didn't have to be sitting with the family. You know what I'm saying? I hope is that he had to sacrifice not going to the graduation party and not actually seeing her walk across the stage and get her diploma. I hope that's what it was. Also, like, and I'm going to say this and I'm going to try, because I don't know these women, but I hope and pray that none of the women on the other side of these children are internalizing the fact that the men that you had children with are now gay. I hope you're not internalizing it like it's something that you did or there's something wrong with them or something like that, because that's just not what it was or is. And I hope you are not using that to then turn around and be super combative with your baby fathers. Now, for me, my son's father and he did not get to, I did not, because he was in Hawaii, he was deployed and he was in Hawaii. I didn't let my son visit his dad until my son could talk and tell and be able to tell. He was like 6 or 7 before I allowed him to go by himself and spend extended time with his dad. Because first of all, it took me a minute to get myself together and heal from the way our relationship ended in the first place, because there was a lot of mistrust and betrayal that happened to damage my trust in him. And if I couldn't trust you with me, I'm damn sure not trusting you with my kid. Point blank, period, the end. So once I was able to get I'm a Scorpio. Once you do me wrong, it's like you died. So I had to come out of that and get myself together to then begin to start to establish a co-parenting relationship with my son's father, that I felt that I trusted him enough for him. I wouldn't put my baby on a plane by itself, but he would hop on a plane, come to Virginia, get our son, get back on a plane and go back to Hawaii, and he would spend the summers with his dad and his stepmom and his brothers. So I hope, because baby girl is 6, the other kids is older, but baby girl who's 6, I just hope that mom is not using the fact that they were married and then the marriage ended and now dad is gay, and using all of that to be combative in the co-parenting situation. And also, these dads, continue to fight for your children.
So I'm a ditto that. Continue to fight for your children. But what I'm going to also say is, somebody in the chat said, and they were also teenagers, and I think that adds a different spin as well. I mean, listen, I know I have a different mindset when it comes to a lot of things. I'm not one of those women that is totally grossed out by the fact that I would date a man that maybe had a relationship with a man. Like, I'm not one of those people, but I do understand that there, are women, but I also feel like y'all were teenagers and maybe they hadn't figured it out. Like, I don't think anybody was out here trying to deceive anybody. Either they hadn't figured it out, or they were conflicted, or, we know all of the stories about why a teenage Black man wouldn't want to be comfortable saying, yes, I'm gay. Right. And I think a lot of times we eliminate the bisexual part of it as well, that they can truly be attracted to both. So I think all of those are factors. But again, I just think that was a really, really, really great conversation. It was much needed. It answered a lot of questions, which I thought was good as well. So yeah, so shouts out to y'all. Robert, you know how I feel about you. JC, I appreciate you sharing your story. Marquise, I still got some issues with you, but we're gonna keep it moving.
Right, we're gonna get to you at the end, sir.
Yeah, because something he said on the after. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it because I'm gonna forget.
Okay.
Markel asked him, what type of people are you attracted to? Well, first of all, he said he didn't know the term trans man and trans woman. So let's.
What?
He said he know. Then he said he didn't know what pansexual was, because Markel was like, so are you pansexual? He was like, I don't know what that means. So Markel gave him a definition, and he still didn't know. So then Markel was like, okay, well, just tell me what type of people are you attracted to? And Marquise said, I don't like feminine acting men. So then Markel can't hold nothing on his face, right? Markel's face did one of the. You know how Markel does the. Had you not slid all up and through my girl Barbie Bank Rose's DMs? And I'm not saying that she's a feminine acting man. I understand she's trans. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just, y'all know please know what I'm trying to say. Please don't, I know the difference. I don't need nobody to school me. But do you understand why I was like kind of side on that whole conversation? He said he likes very masculine men.
He likes masculine. Okay.
He then said he liked femme women and masculine men.
So that would explain, though, having the wife. And that would explain him sliding into Barbie Bankrose's DMs. It's Astro that's the outlier. Because Astro is not the most masculine of men that I'm aware. But I see he doesn't present as super masked to me, because like you younger than my youngest child. So you like a kid. I see a kid when I see you. I don't see an adult.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. So then he said he was mask for mask, but then he said he smashed Lauren in 7. And then Markel showed him a picture of Troy, and he said Troy is too feminine. I'm not. I'm done. Marquise, you know what, Ebbie? If we just gotta fly in just so I can talk to Marquise at the reunion and fly back out, damn it. We're gonna fly in and we're gonna fly out.
It's the first day. That's gonna be a long travel. We're gonna have to
I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know what we're gonna do.
Let me
Markel
see what like the Turks from Dallas.
Right. I don't know what we
might have to fly in the day before.
Listen, I don't know what we're gonna do.
And then fly out to Turks from.
I don't know, but anyway, don't say too much because we don't want to give away.
Let me get into Google.
Don't say too much because we don't want to give away the date of the information. We don't want to give the information away. But yeah, so. But we'll get to that later. And that's why I don't even be liking watching the after show before I review the episode. Because then my mind be on something else. So then we get to anything else you want to say about the fathers? I think, did you just put an exclamation point on that?
I think we put an exclamation point.
Okay. On it. So then we rolled on over to the fragrance place where Sean invited the people so he could show them the process of how he is making his fragrance. And I was here for that. We're glad to see that Sean is putting out a product that we can buy that can make him some coin. I was here for us seeing the process and going through the process. So somehow Jeff Jet and Astro get pulled aside. I think Jeff Jet pulled Astro aside to ask him why you was coming at me with all that fever last week. I'm not understanding what was all that about. You said I don't have no bars, but I put you on a song, my song. What's the problem? What are you doing, Ebbie? What you doing that for? Ebbie, what you doing?
Nothing. I was looking at something. Go ahead.
Oh, Lord. Now here's where I definitely jumped on the Jeff Jet plane on this one, because I'm not understanding why Astro is coming so hard. Like, did something happen that we don't know about that we're gonna find out later? Because he really, like, even starting last week, I get it, y'all were playing a shady game, you had to pick somebody, so okay, you picked Jeff Jet, but I feel like you could have really just
like that was strategic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because if you were just trying to pick anybody, you could have said that. You could have just been like, oh, you know, we good. I just had to pick somebody. You know, we was playing a shady game. And I feel like that would have been it. But I think Jet was kind of really in his feelings.
Jet was really in his feelings.
I think his feelings were really hurt.
It felt like an unprovoked attack. And it felt strategic because it felt like he was trying to embarrass him in front of, I think this is all about, honestly, I think this is all about Marquise. I think we know Marquise and Astro got something going on, and I think that something going on is currently that nobody knows about, that they're diddling the things.
I'm gonna tell you what I also think it is too. I also think it was about him trying to embarrass Jet in front of Seven. Because remember, Seven comes on this show with a name, with a reputation, with music. I mean, he was performing at South.
I think was a byproduct of. I think he was.
I think that was part of it.
I don't think Seven had. I don't really think Seven had anything to do with this. I think this is about.
Me and Angela agree.
And Astro and Jeff having a conversation about the chef. And how he thinks he's cute and he wants to taste his food and blah, 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 and all this extra flirting that Jeff is doing. And Astro hasn't said anything to Jeff about him and the chef canoodling in the corner. Nobody knows. So, of course, Jeff being Jeff and...
Mims.
He got on your nerves.
Mims came swooping in, honey. Astro got on my ass and nerves. Yeah, he got on my nerve this whole episode.
So Jeff mentioning, oh, you were sleeping with Tedley's man, and all of these other things. And so it felt to me like Astro was like, let me put this bitch in her place because this is my nigga that I'm fucking in. No, bitch, you don't got it like you think you got it. And so this seems like a coordinated attack to make Jet Jeff look bad in front of Marquise, because he knows that Jet Jeff has an interest in Marquise, and they are already fucking, and it's just nobody knows about it.
Right.
So,
Right.
so that's what it felt like to, now that we know that they doing stuff in the background. That's what it looks like to me, because it made no sense, because Astro and Jet have always never had no issues, and then like out of the clear blue sky, here you come, you attacking him about his bars, you saying he not really hip hop because he's Latin. Like it's a lot of, what you doing, honey? Where does this come from? And me thinking Jet Jeff thinking, oh, we cool. We was just on the album together, whoop de woo, and all those things. And here you come.
Did Ebbie freeze up?
No, I was reading the thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like,
No, I don't think it's racial at all. I don't.
And I'm gonna say this. I'm not even gonna go down that road. But anybody that would attack a Latin artist saying you're not real hip hop doesn't know the history of hip hop, and I'm gonna leave it at that. So I say that to Astro. I say that to anybody else that wants to jump on that bandwagon. If you are going to say that Latino artists are not hip hop, then you do not know the history
of hip hop.
And I'm gonna leave it at that.
That's the only way we can do it.
Yeah, I think we can. We may disagree on why, but I think we can all agree that Astro's attack on Jet Jeff was definitely not coming from a genuine place. It was either about a storyline, or about Marquise, or about jealousy, or about, like, I think there are a lot of different factors. But either way, it seemed very personal, and I like it.
People be lashing out and don't even really know the root cause of whatever it is that's going on with them, and they just lash out. Astro may not really, he may have just lashed out, and then he done picked it up and he running with it, and it don't really have. It may not even be Jet Jeff. That was just the target that he picked. Maybe because he thought he could run over him. I don't know.
Okay, Mims, I'm with you. Mims saying nobody's selling out arenas, so how dare you put the next person down? I'm 100% with you on that one. Like, we all, if anything, we all need to be working together. Like, sir, ma'am, hello. The next scene we see is Jet Jeff. Oh, I'm sorry. Do we have Robert and Tedley?
Teddy, why did another grown man have to explain to you what a lie was? He said, well, when you say one thing here, and then we get over here, and you say something completely different about the exact same situation, that is a lie.
Baby, Robert said, we cool and all, but if you a liar, you just a liar. And I'm just telling you lying, and I don't like that. I don't like nobody lying to me, but we cool. He was like, every time, I'm just gonna call you out every time. Don't lie to me, and and basically don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. Like, don't try to convince me that it's not a lie when it is literally a lie. And what's funny is Tedley had no explanation about it other than he was trying to convince Robert. See, what Tedley wanted from Robert was, me and you are cool, we're friends in real life, and you supposed to have my back. And Robert's like, we still cool, but I'm not gonna follow behind no bullshit. I mean, that's what I can't hear you.
I wasn't in the most.
Your sound went out. Where's your microphone? Your sound went out. I mean, I can hear you, but you're really, really low.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me now?
Keep going.
Can you hear me now? Test.
I can hear you. I can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay. I think now I'm gonna have to get a new microphone. There's a short in the mic. Father God, here we come. Here we go again, Jesus. Oh my
Woo!
God. Okay, so what I was saying is that this was the funniest part of the entire episode for me. When Robert Ray in that beautiful motorcycle jacket was explaining how you are a liar. Jesus, my God. I said, oh, Madame Fraudulence got taken to school. And the word of the day is lie. And this is what a lie is. If you say, he said, and that's a lie. And you're not going to be able to do that with me. And if you do that, then I'm going to call you out every
Every
time you
time.
do it. Every single time you do it.
Every time.
Every single time.
He said every time. I mean every time.
Every single time. First of all, I want to know why we are having all of these separate conversations when y'all supposed to be sniffing and mixing the oils over there. And the man tried to give y'all a whole lesson on how a perfume is made in the heart of the essence in the top notes and the bottom notes in the heart of the. Listen, I feel like Sean paid a pretty penny for this class and for y'all to be able to mix your own scent and go home with something. And y'all out here showing your ass at this boy's thing. Because again, Jet Jeff was polite. He took the boy to the side and he said, hey, I need you to understand. You really hurt my feelings. I thought we were friends. You really hurt my feelings.
Not the 106 and trap.
I just need you to be so fucking for real right now. Janae, please.
They said the 106 and trap.
Please.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Please.
Ooh, the 106 and trap.
What?
But that was hilarious to me. Robert, you are so stupid, as always. Um,
This is the
I was
thing
telling at Sean's event, I would have told him to
they
kiss my
frenemies.
nieces. Well,
They
you
frenemies.
know.
Even though he can't, it's accountability. It's not like he attacked him. It's like, I hate you, hate you. No, he said, you said this. We went to look it up. It is not true. And we holding you accountable for the unnecessary lie that you told us. We still gonna support you. We still love you. It's like you got that one lying cousin in the family or that one cousin that they steal your family. You just got to keep your fucking eye on them. That don't mean you don't invite them to Thanksgiving. That means that you warn everybody who's gonna be at Thanksgiving. Cousin Charlie, who still's gonna be here. Leave your purses in the trunk of your car. That's all that is. They family. We still gonna love you. We still gonna support you. All that good stuff. It's just that we know that in some manners, we just can't trust you in some areas. That's just it. That's just it. That's all.
I don't know. Even Soulful said, I don't know why folks think Robert is fake or disingenuous for this. I think that's the realest shit. I think that is the realest shit ever, because what he's saying is, as my friend, I'm going to hold you accountable. Like, you still my friend. I'm not going to throw you away, but I'm going to hold you accountable. And I'm going to let you know that you're not going to piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. Like, I'm not playing that game with you. So I don't think it's bullshit
at all.
But anyway, that's just me, child. That's just me. Right. And Robert checked him privately. Right. He didn't do it in front of the whole group. I mean, he did call him out, but he didn't do all of that. Like, he checked him privately. I thought that was a real conversation. So then we get on the party bus with Astro, Robert Ray, Tedley, and we had a cameo for my boy from Rookies. What his name is?
Quan. Mm-hmm.
Quan.
And then Winter from last season's first couple of episodes.
Not from the triple 20 minus 2 year female section. 7 is fine in transmission. I see you, Majani. That's funny to me.
Oh wow. Not attention.
Right. I need
Attention.
everybody to
Please.
understand.
Please. Is this thing going? He fine.
Right.
Thank you and good night.
Listen. I think the Party Bus host drag show situation is cute. I don't know if I do it more than once, but it's cute.
People they could have fit onto that bus. It seemed like it was. And the little song that Astro did was nice. It was cute. It was a bop.
It looked cute. Why wasn't it? But why we couldn't download it yesterday? Why wasn't it available?
That's another thing. That's what I'm saying. He needs somebody in marketing who knows what they're doing.
Not the Party Bus was giving hazard when that performer was dancing. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. I was a little concerned.
I was concerned when he started doing his rap and the man was trying to pay for his drink. And
right. The man was just trying to pay.
Waited until he was done.
He was trying to pay for his drink. That's all that he just wanted to tap his phone. He just was trying to tap his phone.
That man was trying to
do.
I can't.
The bus was unstable. We was falling everywhere. I'm mad that they called it a little magic school bus though.
They called it the unmagic because ain't no
right. The unmagic school bus. Child. Robert. And Robert be trying. Robert really be trying. Robert was like, I mean, I'm here to support my little brother. I was trying to figure out what's going on with the bus though. But I'm here. Robert really be trying.
They said Robert. Robert is the daddy, keeping everybody supervised. No. And not Tedley coming out to shake his tailbone on the damn. Okay, honey.
Right, Tedley was right because Tedley don't have a lot more meat than Astro has.
Right,
and we're gonna be real about it. Tedley ain't much bigger than Astro. Okay, Tedley just know how to dress a little bit better than, and it's not but Tedley a little thing too. But listen, I'm here for the hustle. He trying to do something different. I ain't mad at you, bro. Do your thing. Now I ain't get on the bus. Somebody else do. Listen,
that seems like a cute bachelor party situation.
We're just gonna get a real party bus.
Okay, I tried. I tried to help y'all. I don't know.
Angela said, I give Winter credit because I wouldn't have been busting my ass falling on that bus in my heels. Well,
listen.
And shout out to Winter. We know she was on last season. She wasn't able to be on the whole season, but it was nice to see her. A little shout out. Nice little shout out. Okay. Okay. All right. Just you be good. That's all I gotta say. You just be good. So the next scene we have is where the mess starts. Jet Jeff meeting up with Marquise. Now, Jet Jeff thought it was a date. According to Marquise is like, Jet Jeff thought that was a date. That wasn't no date. I don't know if Jet Jeff thought it was a date. He knew it was for the show. He knew they were being filmed. I don't know if Jet Jeff really thought it was a date. Now, do I think that maybe Jet Jeff might have wanted to ride it in to something else? Maybe. But I think Jet Jeff was clear that was not a date. But okay. Winter Rose, she performed down, but the bus was shaking and the camera ain't work out. Well, from what we saw, she was flipping and dipping in that middle aisle.
She hit a split, so that's enough for them to tip her generously.
I'm sorry, Mims. I'm sorry. If we compare Tetley and how Tetley dresses to Astro, I'm sorry. I'm gonna give Tetley the win.
Tetley is
always everything that Tetley put on.
He's at least 10 years older than Astro, and he dresses like an adult.
Yeah, again, I may not always like everything that Tetley puts on. It may not be my stilo, but it's iron. It fits. It ain't falling off his ass. We don't see the crack of his ass. Like, I'm sorry. I can't. I'm sorry. Mm-mm. No, ma'am. Jet didn't know that dinner was a setup, and that dinner was absolutely a setup. Absolutely a setup. The scene. Okay, so they're having dinner, and listen, Jet Jeff was being Jet's normal messy self. We know he's shady. We know he's messy. We know he's gonna ask the messy questions, right? However, the stuff that got Jet in trouble at the end of this episode was not stuff that he initiated, right? The question was asked of him.
Exactly.
Listen, if that man want to say that he is the Nicki Minaj of the group, let him be the Nicki Minaj of the group. Because let's be clear, if you don't believe in yourself, who the hell else is going to believe in you?
If you don't love yourself, how the hell you don't love somebody else?
Right. Can I get an amen? You supposed to think you the best thing since sliced bread. That don't mean anybody else got to agree. That does not mean anybody else has to agree. But you better believe it.
Listen, there are niggas standing in the parking lot of a Trader Joe's right now trying to sell their CDs, telling people they the best rapper in the whole world.
Okay.
You better believe you the best.
Okay. And he tried to offer a non-messy answer, and Marquise pressed him. Exactly. Soulful. I am supposed to talk. Right? Am I supposed to talk down on my own craft? Hell no. I'm supposed to let you know I am that bitch. Was that bitch? Always will be that bitch.
Come on, then.
Not understanding why anybody thinks it's supposed to be a different conversation. Not the OnlyFans chef is messy. I'm not. Mims.
We did discuss his OnlyFans last week.
And it seems like he couldn't get out of there fast enough to tell that down to Seven and Mark and Kesey.
Okay, so here's my question about that phone call, because apparently Astro was on the line as well. So
right.
Did he call Astro and then call Kesey and the baby? Or was he and Astro already in the same room together, and then they called Kesey and said, That's what I would like to know.
Well, it sounded like, and I could be wrong, it sounded like he was on a different line. It sounded like it was two separate calls. But I could be wrong. I mean, because they might have been laying in bed next to each other for all we know.
That's how it came off to me. Like, how did even Astro even get looped into the circle of messiness? If he was running,
you think he called on his ride back home? I mean, I feel like he didn't get out that restaurant fast enough before he ran up and told Seven. And my thing is this: Seven and Kesey ain't bothering nobody. Like the thing last season, it was a cute little jokey joke about him and you know, what's my baby name? Dior. But it wasn't that serious. Like it really wasn't that deep. It really wasn't that serious. I mean, I know it was a conversation. It was a storyline, but for you to run back to Seven and Kesey about it, I felt like was real extra. It was real fucking messy. And my thing is, the one thing I say about Jeff, and I'll even say it about Robert. Y'all can say what y'all want to say about them, but they stand in their shit. If they said it, they said it. And they'll tell you they said it.
And then they're going to repeat the question in front of everybody so you can answer it.
Okay. And that's the thing that pissed me off with the thing with Jeff, because he never hides in his shit. Like he owns his messy. Like he owns his shady. He owns his messy. And that really pissed me off, because let me tell you, okay, so can we just skip to this last scene? Because we get it. He set him up. It was a messy conversation. Anything else you want to say about it? Okay. And why he kept stirring that drink? Like what was going on? Why was you stirring? What was going on with the drink? Now he doing everything except for cooking. Mims, go get in the corner.
Mims is not wrong.
He not wrong. Because so in the after show, Markel asked the chef, the private chef, professional, I cook for celebrity chef, and said, what are the 3 things that every Black person should have in their kitchen? He gave him a choice of hot sauce, seasonal, I think it was slap your mama seasoning or something like that. Ask me which one the chef chose. Out of those 3 seasonings, what would you think the chef chose?
Hopefully, he probably chose seasonal. He chose hot sauce. There's something stupid. He chose
the hot sauce. Sir, what?
Yeah, that's my listen. I asked him some chef-like questions.
The answer is in the name. Season all. I mean, that's the answer.
Yes, Tracy. Why didn't you say your seasonings? You have a seasoning line coming out. Why didn't you say your season?
I mean, Markel set him up for the perfect slam dunk.
To be like, oh yeah, and by the way, we soft launching my seasoning next week. Here's the link. They're gonna drop it in the chat. Go on and pre-order your seasonings now. Woo woo.
Oh, Cub Star is shady. I knew he was a disappointment by the look of those locks.
Oh no.
Y'all are dragging in this chat. Mims. He was stuttering more than Joe in that after show.
Oh no. Mentioned the Nicki Minaj comment. It was clear. I tried, but everyone said I was messy. Well,
well, Marquise, 2 things can be true at the same time. You are messy. You've been messy.
You've been really. That's why. That's part of the reason we love you.
Oh, we love you, but you are messy. So here is where. So in this final scene, we went to go axe throwing, although we didn't see nobody throw an axe. And I don't know if
they got signed up for that.
Can we say that we glad that they took it outside before they got to arguing? Because I would have been real nervous around the axes with them people arguing the way they was arguing. Okay. Right. Markel really be trying to give people these alley oops and they just be missing, like slam missing. So 7 comes up in there and was like, I got some, listen, before we, hey everybody, how y'all doing? Can I talk to everybody outside? Everybody. I need everybody outside. And what I could appreciate is he said, if this don't apply to you, just let it go. But I need to say it and I need everybody to hear me. Okay. I need everybody to hear what I got to say. Okay. Right. Markel said as soon as we got there, 7 was like, we got to go outside. Well, my problem was this. I felt like that was a 7 Jet, maybe even Kesey issue. I don't understand how the fuck Astro got in it.
Because Astro knew it was his man who started this bullshit, but he was trying to deflect from and jump in and throw his 2 cents in there to show he a real down nigga for his man, even though nobody at that point knew it was his man's fault that all this shit was jumping off in the first place.
Because Astro was doing way too much. And I'm going to tell you what pissed me off.
When no one was talking to you. No one's
talking. You didn't even have nothing to do with that shit. Like you weren't there when the conversation happened. You aren't the people that were offended. Like, if anything, you offended Jeff, and he didn't even throw no shade at you. He really didn't throw no shade at you. No. All he said is that I'm that bitch. He said I ain't got nothing to do with the rest of them, but I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch.
He literally has a song that says, I've been that bitch.
I've been that bitch. Right. So Kesey got mad. 7 told Kesey, go stand in the corner and calm down. I got this. And before 7 could even have the conversation with Jeff, Astro interrupts. And here's what pissed me off about that whole conversation. When Jeff walked away with Sean, when him and Sean walked away, why Astro was like, and he just sitting there on mute. He not even saying nothing. Well, who the fuck was supposed to say something over you?
You wouldn't let him say anything.
Because Jeff literally was trying to talk.
It's a lie. You know it's a lie, and you're trying to overtalk the person.
Absolutely.
So they can't say what they need to say, so for everybody to know that it is a lie.
Because Jeff was literally trying to talk. He literally was trying to have and he even said, let me talk to 7. He literally was trying to talk to 7. He didn't want to. You, sir, kept interrupting. And that's when Sean jumped in. Because it ain't had nothing to do with Sean either, but I feel like Sean was trying to defend his friend.
Right. You're not finna jump my friend.
Right.
I would
right. This is what we not about to do right now. What we not about to do. And it just pissed me off because I was like, and that's why I started off this by saying you just wanted a moment. Like you literally just wanted a moment because that had nothing to do with you. And that you just wanted a moment. I don't know. What else you got to say about it, Ebbie? Oh, I guess Ebbie. Wait a minute. Hold on. Sean was cool and just said, let's not jump him. Right. I mean, Sean was defending his friend, which is what he was supposed to be doing. So it just, again, Astro, this whole episode for me just really wasn't a good look. I felt like you were doing too much. You were searching for a storyline. I do feel like you coming for Jet Jeff for whatever the reason is. I don't know why you were coming for Jet Jeff, but for whatever your reason was for coming for Jet Jeff, it wasn't cute. It wasn't a good look. Marquise, you look like a whole... What's the word I should say to describe? Because I don't want to be too disrespectful. Marquise, that wasn't a good look on you either. Because not only was it not a good look on you, but then you sat back and you let them argue around some shit that you started. Like you literally was watching from the sideline as everything blew up. And at no point in time did you try to intervene, clear anything up, get any sort of clarity. It's like you literally set it up, and I don't know why. Like, why were you coming for Jet Jeff? Like, what was that about? Like, what was that about? I don't even understand it. I understand Sean saying he doesn't want Kesey to get lost behind a big personality. Look, I said something nice about Sean. You did. You did. The amount of apologies that Jet is owed after this episode is crazy. 7, Kesey, Marquise, and Astro owe him a massive apology. They do. Yes, we about to get to Barbie because I'm confused by that whole scene. But we see we see Ariel O'Hara is here. She is here, honey. So after the big fight, after the big blow up, and everybody goes back inside, Marquise wants to talk to Ariel, which honestly, I feel like he should have just let Ariel go on back in that and throw some axe. Now
she clocked the messiness.
She did.
That is Marquette Keys, and she was like, "Oh no, that's not the right answer." And I said in my review that DM Ebony is different from in real life Ebony. Please understand, not in my integrity and who I am as a person, but my reactions to what you say in my DM and what you do in real life. Because in my DMs, you can possibly get past my discernment. But when you get in my presence, oh no. That's what this is. Okay, got you. I'm good. You didn't even got to worry about me no more, baby. Don't worry about me, the Potter's house, or nothing else. You ain't never got to worry about me.
Did you say the Potter's house?
That's what she said she wanted to take him.
Right. Now I got a question. Bobby, you was trying to take that man on a date to church. You was trying to take him down to the Potter's house.
If it's important to you, yes. Yes.
Ooh.
Because this is how you know if a nigga is punk faking or not. You talking all this mad shit in my DMs. Oh, you want to take me out? You want to do this? Whoop de whoop de whoop. Okay. I'll be in church on Sunday. Meet me there.
Okay, well then I'm the punk bitch because I'm not going to church on the first date. I'm not.
Listen. Because
I'm not even setting that.
It provides a layer of protection.
I'm not even setting that expectation because we're not.
Oh, okay. But then again, church for you is not as big. Not saying that you don't love the Lord or you're not religious and nothing like that. But I'm saying it's not as big a thing for you as it would be. Because, I'm in church every Sunday. I'm serving every Sunday. Well, not right now because I'm on vacation. I'll be back in July. But that's a big part
Well,
of
they said the Potter's
why
house was a joke. They said it was a joke.
it wouldn't be a joke for me. Because I've had my brother-in-law who loves me dearly. He's called me his Barbie doll. And he's like, I got this. He has tons of friends that he want me to meet. Bring them to church. Bring them to church.
Now I have a
But
small
I
surprise
need
for
you,
people on episode
because
6.
I need you to see me in that, because church Ebony is a different beast than DM Ebony. And you met me at the X Throwing. We went X Throwing for the first date. Church Ebony, yes, Markel. I was under physically, I was under like a spiritual attack, and I had to take a step back because every time I got up to minister, like maybe 5 minutes into praise and worship, I could have slept all night, had a Red Bull that morning, and was fine. 5 minutes into praise and worship, I was so tired, I couldn't even hold my head up. And it happened 3 Sundays in a row. So I had to, and then we were at rehearsal on a Tuesday, and something was happening. I was on my phone, and the MD said, and I was sitting down, I was on my phone, everybody else was on the stage. I was getting ready, my ADHD kick in, and you sit down, and I got distracted by my phone, and I hadn't gone up on the stage. And he said, "Hey, Ebony, why aren't you on the stage?" And the way I was getting ready to respond to him asking me that was unwarranted. And I caught myself before I was finna cuss this man out. We sitting in church. I was finna cuss him. Like my first sentence was, "Who the fuck are you talking to?" That was going to be my first sentence out of my mouth. And Lord caught, hey, and my years of therapy caught, hey, your response is not equal to what that man just said to you. And come back. Where you going? You doing what? Whoa, slow down. What you doing?
Wow.
So
Okay.
I had a meeting with the pastor and my minister of music, and said I need to take a break. I've been serving nonstop for the last 3.5 years, every Sunday, every single Sunday without fail. Unless I'm out of town with this one, I'm in church.
I feel attacked.
Please don't feel it. That's not what I mean. But I'm just saying, if I'm in the city on a Sunday, then I'm at church and I'm serving. And serving on the praise team in that capacity is a big. It's big. It's huge. And I needed and I had to take a mental health break. I was exhausted. So I had to take a break. So I told them I'm taking a break, taking a small sabbatical. I'm occasionally still going inside the house of the Lord. It's not like I quit church altogether. But most Sundays I'm in my bed resting. I'll watch us online. I went to church for Easter. I'll be back for first Sunday and back in rehearsals in May. And then I'll be back on the stage in July when we come back from the trip. I physically had to take a break. But church is a huge component of my life. I was already married to a heathen. One of my desires for my husband when he comes along is it has to be somebody who loves the Lord and is willing to go to church with me. I'm not fighting with no man every Saturday night, Sunday morning about get up and get dressed to go to church. I want him to beat me there. That's one of my desires. And if you can't come to meet me for the first time at church and see who it is and what I am, then that's a big no, thank you. No,
And
thank
see,
you.
I'm okay with that because between the month of August and February, I'm probably not gonna be at church either. So we good.
Not come get your wife.
Yes, Father, they come and get your wife.
Yeah, listen, y'all better be glad I know Jesus, because when I say, and the MD who said something to me, we've known each other for almost 20 years. We've been in ministry together for almost 20 years, and that's like my big brother. And I caught it as soon as I said, "Who the mm-mm, mm-mm." And people need to understand sometimes my silence is not for me, it's for you. Is I'm trying to catch myself so I don't hurt your feelings. Because I know you don't deserve whatever it is that's about to come. That don't roll up and listen. And you know where that comes from? Sitting on somebody's sofa and talking to people.
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Well, let's get back to this Barbie thing, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I was lost. I was lost as hell.
Okay. Where did you get lost?
I have a little more clarity now. I do have a little more clarity now. But I was lost last night. I was like, why is Barbie giving this man fever? But I have a little more clarity now.
And she wasn't even giving him fever. She was giving him, nah, baby, I clocked that. You a call she hoe.
Oh, not the call she hoe though. Not the call she hoe.
Clearly he can't read the room because he should have left her alone. When she gave him straight nonchalance, when he rolled up on her, was like, wop, 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 and she was like, no, finish it. Finish your sentence. You shouldn't have.
Maybe when she hit him with the calm, finish what you was going to say. That's when he should have known to shut the fuck up. Did I read the DM he posted? I didn't, Tracy. Can you screenshot and send it to me? Because I didn't. But I feel like it's some bullshit. Because my thing is, she had already said that she slid in his DMs and they were flirting. She never denied that they flirted. I just feel like you did something to let him you
did something to give her the ick, and she was like, "Oh,
yeah, exactly."
I'm good.
Right, when she was like, "No, you go ahead and finish, baby." When she said, "I said, don't finish it. You want to moonwalk your ass out of this one and let it go." Oh, to the DM on the show. Oh no, I don't know. Markel, what's the surprise?
The part wants to put you back together again. That's what I know. We already know Marquise has a strange relationship with the truth.
You know what? That's a real nice way of saying he a liar. That sounds like Tetley trying to explain to Robert what a lie was.
Listen, I told y'all 2 weeks ago, Madame Fraudulence had an unhealthy relationship with the truth.
Oh, that thing takes me out every time. Damn, Fraudulence takes me out every time.
Listen, funny to me. Will forever be fun. Okay,
every time.
I had a thought. That for maybe mid-season. Markel, text us when mid-season is coming up. We should maybe try and convince the rest of the Justice League to meet up on the StreamYard, of course.
That would
and we should discuss the first half of this season and see where we're at and where our feelings are. Because now the Cat is doing reviews and YB has come back and he's doing reviews. I think now would be a good time.
Oh, I like that one too. Unequally yoked with the truth. That's a good one. We might be able to put that together. I think we might be able to put that. That would be epic. Oh my gosh, that would be fun.
I just feel like that would be the appropriate thing to do.
Okay. Oh, Tracy, she's so shady, y'all. Y'all don't even know how shady Tracy is.
Tracy, what you done did?
Okay, Markel, you just keep us posted,
please. Because if not,
child. So that was pretty much the episode.
Get our cameos into.
Right. Well, at least we were in the season. That's all I can say. We was
right.
There. We was there.
Right. Because listen. I'm praying. I want y'all to leave Barbie alone. I want you to leave her alone. I really want y'all to leave. I feel like she going through some stuff right now, and you jumping up in that girl's face, talk about some. Well, I thought with DMs we was gonna do what, and now all of a sudden, yeah, because I don't have to. I don't owe you any kind of response, love. I don't owe you anything. And the fact that you doing all of this on camera and bebopping your big-headed ass around, No, sir. It's unattractive. It's giving me the ick. I don't want it. We're done here.
Nah, I don't want it. Nah, I don't want it.
I don't want it. I don't want it. Want it. They do have a limited audience. It's me and her. We're the audience.
Oh, I don't know about that, Markel. We'll talk offline. I don't know about that one. I don't know.
I'm sorry. I just saw your message. Listen. 2.5 liters of water will do that to you every single time.
Well, we can get up off of here because y'all know I have to be back at 9:30. We're gonna be reviewing that Never Ever Met show down to the own. So y'all meet me back here at 9:30. Y'all meet me back here at 9:30, honey. But that was this week's episode. Again, I thought it was a pretty good episode, but we definitely see the shade coming. We see the drama and the bullshit. Marquise, I got my good eye on you. I got my good eye on you, sir. And on that note, I'm out. Ebbie, final words?
Watch your motherfucking mouth when you're talking about people. Amen? All right.
Where'd that even come from? What are you talking?
Listen.
Who was talking about you? Nobody said
not me personally. I'm just saying in general.
I know, but still, that was so aggressive.
Was it?
It was.
It should have been, because watch your motherfucking mouth when you talk about, because you don't know how people gonna respond to what the fuck he said.
Oh,
so learn to read the room. Because Marquise, you could have got beat up. You could have got beat up by a girl in front of the axe throwing thing. Watch your mouth. Learn to read the room. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Well, what I found to be funny, you saw Robert did not leave Ariel's side. You saw where Robert was, right?
Right.
Yeah. There wasn't gonna be no pile-ups.
Also, please, mental health is important. Get on somebody's sofa. It'll do your word good.
I think the whole cast need to be on somebody's sofa.
Well,
including the EP.
Oh. The Potter wants to put you back.
Including the EP. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Mwah. Peace.
We love y'all.
Bye.
Oh,